Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for everyone.
And welcome back to the channel where we discuss the latest news and trends in the stock market. Today we'll be talking about the mixed market results after the recent CPI report, and what it means for investors. So, let's start with the mixed results. The markets paired early losses to finish the day mixed, with treasury prices lower and yields higher. The CPI report showed that inflation was higher than expected in January, with prices rising 0.5% from December and up 6.4% from the same time a year ago. The biggest drivers of inflation were food, shelter, and energy, with rising shelter costs making up about half of the monthly increase. This news came as a surprise to investors who were hoping to see more downward movement in the pace of inflation. Although there were some bright spots in the report, the Federal Reserve will likely use this data as evidence to keep rates elevated at least until the end of 2023, as reflected in rising yields today. Moving on to oil prices, they have been range-bound this year, staying between $70 to $80 per barrel. The U.S. Department of Energy announced a 26 million barrel release from the strategic reserve to bolster supply in the marketplace and ease pricing pressures. Forecasted demand has been rising in recent months, as China reopens and factories restart production. The Baker Hughes rig count has also been trending higher in recent weeks, which is a good sign for the supply side of the equation. Growing U.S. rig counts could lead to higher rates of production and softening prices. Finally, European and Asian markets were mixed following the U.S. CPI report. Wages in the European region saw an unexpected rise, prompting further inflationary concerns. Let's dive into tomorrow's watchlist. Palantir Technologies, a data analytics software company whose stock surged by over 21% on Tuesday. But what's causing this excitement? Let's take a closer look. Palantir posted its first ever profitable quarter on a GAAP basis, which is certainly good news for investors. However, its CEO Alex Karp's comments about mergers and acquisitions that appear to have captured investors' attention. Karp suggested that the company is attracting possible acquirers, saying that there is growing M&A interest in Palantir. According to analysts at William Blair, speculation over an acquisition is likely driving the share move, as the company's fourth quarter earnings were mixed. While Palantir is set to be profitable on a GAAP basis for 2023, its first quarter revenue guidance was short of Wall Street consensus. Additionally, fourth quarter net income of $31 million was helped by a one-time benefit from the consolidation of a Japanese joint venture. On the other hand, analysts at RBC Capital Markets said that Palantir's fourth quarter earnings were somewhat offset by better than expected profits, though they maintained an underperform rating on the stock. Meanwhile, analysts at Mizuho Securities noted that Palantir's revenue remains volatile, typically driven by large enterprise and government deals, and they raised their target price to $8 from $7. Lastly, let's talk about Coinbase. Investment management firm Ark Invest, headed by Cathie Wood, continues to increase its exposure to Coinbase stock amid a decline in the cryptocurrency market. The firm spent nearly $30 million on coin stocks so far in 2023 while dumping Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares. On February 10th and 13th, Ark Invest made its first coin purchases since mid-January, adding significant exposure to the United States' largest crypto exchange. The firm purchased 139,105 coin shares for the Ark Innovation Exchange Traded Fund and 23,220 coin shares for allocation by another fund, Ark Next Generation Internet ETF. In total, the asset manager spent $9.2 million on these Coinbase stock investments. On February 13th, Ark's ARKK and ARKW funds continued to accumulate the Coinbase stock, adding 102,281 coin shares and 16,414 coin shares, respectively. The purchases cost Ark about $6.7 million, and just in 2 days, Ark spent nearly $16 million on the Coinbase stock, or $3.5 million more than it totally stacked in coin shares in January. As of February 14th, Ark's monthly coin purchases amount to 280,000 shares, while in January Ark bought more than 330,000 coin shares. Ark's entire coin purchases so far in 2023 amount to 614,657 shares, bought for $28.8 million. Ark Invest CEO and Chief Investment Officer Cathie Wood continues to express a bullish outlook on the cryptocurrency market. On February 3, Wood reiterated her bullish Bitcoin stance, predicting that Bitcoin will hit $1 million by 2030. Wood believes Bitcoin should be adopted by countries troubled with inflation as an insurance policy due to its resilient network. She also believes crypto assets will see a huge turnaround in 2023 due to inflation and a potential Fed pivot. In conclusion, stock market is not pricing rate cuts anymore until 2024. Palantir's stock is surging, and speculation about a potential acquisition is driving this latest surge. While the company's fourth quarter earnings were mixed, it looks like investors are betting on the potential of a deal that could benefit the stock in the long run. Cathie and Ark Invest are playing the long game, adding shares at or near the bottom. The firm has spent nearly $30 million on Coinbase stock so far in 2023, increasing its exposure to the largest crypto exchange in the United States. The firm's CEO, Cathie Wood, maintains a bullish outlook on the cryptocurrency market, and continues to predict strong growth for Bitcoin in the coming years. I like Ark's game plan on coin, but I would be a little worried about the unknown of crypto regulations. So, that's a wrap for today's market update. Remember to do your own research and invest wisely. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the stock market. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.